Hey guys, I am Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. In this video, we're going to take a look at the DC Essentials Superman and Rebirth Batman version 2 figures from DC Direct. I would like to thank DC Direct for providing these figures for review. Greatly appreciated. These are coming in July 2020 along with Speed Force the Flash and New 52 Nightwing. So we're going to start off with the packaging. As you could see, it's very similar to other figures in the line so far. Window box packaging, nicely done artwork, logos. Superman has a white and black design on the front and the sides. So you see there. You see the artwork there, showcasing him. Batman, very similar in design of the packaging. On the side, you see nicely done artwork of the figure. Each figure is numbered. Superman is number 26, and Rebirth Batman is number 23 in the line. The back gives you another look at the figure along with a description, as well as a look at other figures in this wave. Again, that's Speed Force the Flash and Nightwing from New 52. This Superman figure is inspired from the 1993 reign of Superman from DC Comics. This was his new costume after his death by the hands of Doomsday. So fans would remember that storyline very well. It was very, very well done. And Batman is inspired from his appearance in DC Rebirth. Fans would also remember this very well when they rebooted continuity. It's another popular costume. What I like about Batman is that he comes with a Batarang. Not every figure comes with an accessory. I know DC Icons was heavy with accessories. Came with a lot of hands and maybe an alternate head. Various other things depending on characters. So it's great to see an accessory. And I have a DC Icons Batman right here. Just to give you guys a look at the size, you see DC Essentials is scaled up, 7-inch scale, which works very well. So I'm going to open these up and let's take a closer look. Hey guys, and we are back with a look at the figures out of packaging. This is DC Comics Rebirth, and Superman is based on the 1993 reign of Superman, which followed the events of after his death by Doomsday and funeral of a friend. It's a very popular comic book story. I strongly suggest you guys read that if you haven't already. Anyone new coming in may not be familiar with it, so definitely check that out. It's worth a read. It was one of the biggest stories of the time. So this Superman figure is cast in his black suit. When they resurrected him, they gave him a new suit. Over the years, depending on who was releasing this version of the character and what they wanted to do with it, the S symbol could have been sculpted and painted silver, or it varied over the years. This one is painted on, and you can see the metallic silver paint with the black lines. They really did a nice job there. There's no bleeding. There's no visible anything wrong with it from what I can tell. So I'm going to bring it a little closer to the camera. This way you guys can get a better look at it. This is definitely one of my favorite versions of Superman outside this classic look. DC Direct is introducing this version into the line, And you guys should already or probably have the blue, yellow, and red version of Superman that was released last year as part of DC Essentials. So there's a side-by-side comparison of them. And he looks really good. The 5 o'clock shadow on the face, the beard, the mustache. It's very nicely detailed. You can see the likeness very well. The hair is very similar to his previous version, which is good. Back when DC was doing DC Icons, they unfortunately did not offer him in that line. And DC Icons was scaled down. These guys were 6-inch. And I felt it was a very good line, but unfortunately it did not continue. I wish it had. It gave us a lot of really good characters, really good sculpting. But unfortunately, that was not meant to be. And in DC Icons, we also got a bruised and beaten Superman that came with a Doomsday 2-pack. And that's the figure right there. And this 2-pack we reviewed. I believe DC Direct, DC Collectibles sent that out at the time. And it's a beautiful set. So definitely check that out as well. But this costume takes place after when Doomsday killed Superman. And so definitely check out Reign of Superman 1993. It's a great read, and this is definitely a great costume. So getting back to looking at the figure, suit is cast in black, mostly, with some silver. You see it's all black on the back there. He's got silver on his wrists, just painted on. He's got silver on the sides of his feet. You guys can see that. Let me get these out of the way. This way you can get a better look at him. So you see the silver on the side there. And again, the paint apps on these are very nicely done for the most part. I don't really see any bleeding or anything, which is good. So it's great to see they tightened up that aspect of it. So as far as everything else about the figure, it's pretty much the same as other DC Essentials figures. Articulation, the build, we've seen it before. It's scaled up from DC Icons. It's going to be a little bulkier than Marvel Legends, a little taller. So, but by now, most of you guys watching this will know what to expect here. So I'm just going to bring this Superman a little closer. This way you guys get a look. And I'm going to put down an older Superman figure that DC Collectibles put out. So you can really see the difference in sculpting, difference of the costume. Really will fit in well on your toy shelf. Let's turn him around one more time. And unfortunately, he does not come with any accessories. I like having accessories, but most of the figures in the DC Essentials line do not have accessories. But sometimes they do. Aquaman came with his staff. Batman comes with a batarang. But most of them do not. So let's take a look at Batman. Batman is inspired from DC Rebirth. That was the 2016 relaunch of DC Comics. And this suit pays tribute to that. It's a really good look for him. Back when they did the relaunch, I was a little uncertain, but it was really good. I really like the suit. He keeps his classic gray suit, black cape, but they added some purple on the inside of the cape. They gave him a new bat symbol on his chest. Now there's gold around it, and the paint apps are really good on it. There's no bleeding. I really like that they really perfected that. Usually, depending on the line, depending on the manufacturer, these things can go by figure basis, but on this particular sample, everything's crisp, everything's clean. I really like that. Head sculpt, really good. Comes with this cowl. These up here, these are a little sharp, but these figures are mostly for adults. His gauntlets, his utility belt, it's gold and black. So I'm just gonna lift this up, give you guys a good look on his back. So the utility belt goes all the way around. The cape goes over his shoulders like that. It's loose fitting, but you can't take it off. The gauntlets are these are mostly in a metallic black. You see the difference between the metallic and the matte black there on the wrists. The boots are just matte finish. Really good. I forgot to say, but on the bottom of their feet there were no holes to put the figures on a stand. I forgot to show that with Superman. I like being able to put figures on a stand. This way you live in a space where there's a earthquake or something. Hopefully the figures won't fall, but no stands offered with these, or the options to put them on a stand. So again, the build is very similar to other figures in the line. Big muscular figures, very nicely done. Let's take a look at the previous offering. In his classic gold and gray suit. I'm going to put his batarang in his hands. The batarang is very small. I do apologize, it came out a little blurry, but on camera, but you guys will get an idea what it looks like. So it's really okay. So this is Batman holding his batarang, ready to throw it. It's always nice to have the option, but just be careful, it could fall out of his hand. I would hate to see someone lose the batarang. Sometimes small pieces can be easily lost, especially when children play with them, so just beware of that. So each figure has, I believe, completely the same articulation. Here's Superman. So they have their ball jointed head, their ball hinged shoulders, swivel biceps, double hinged elbows, swivel hinge wrists. They have the ab crunch, and you can really hear the snap. Swivel waist, ball jointed hips, swivel thighs, double hinge knees, swivel calves. You hear that little sound when you move them, and hinged and rocker ankles. And Batman should have all of that. Yep, swivel waist. So the articulation would be pretty much the same on all the figures. And that may vary from figure to figure, but these share a lot of the same parts. So You guys would probably be very familiar with it. This is DC Icons Batman. You can get a look at the scale. As you can see, Batman is scaled up, much more detailed. There's a couple of more Batmans over here. Some previous offerings that DC Collectibles, before they changed their name back to DC Direct, put out. That's a Greg Capullo Batman, and this one's one of the Arkham video games Batman figures. I think he came with Bane. It was a 2-pack. I just don't remember which game. But you guys definitely see the similarities in content and costume, the colors, everything is unique depending on figure-to-figure release, depending on what it's based on. And they're doing a really good job on these right now, so I would definitely pick these up. Again, the line also includes Speed Force the Flash and New 52 Nightwing. I would get those too. These figures are coming in July 2020, available at your local comic book store. Some comic book stores have the option to curbside pickup. With COVID-19, I would definitely take advantage of that. Support the little guy at a time like this. If you want to sponsor the website, help us out, I would pick these figures up from one of our sponsors or affiliates. You can find that details, where to buy or purchase, at the bottom of the review on toyhypeusa.com. And if you're on YouTube, that's a link just below in the description. Greatly appreciated, and our sponsors would too. But also, again, definitely support the little guy at a time like this. Everyone's struggling, so let's help each other out. So, yeah. So Batman really looks good. Superman really looks good. I don't have the Flash or Nightwing in hand, but I've seen images of them, and I've seen them in person at press events. And those are really nice, solid-looking figures. I would definitely recommend jumping in on this line if you haven't already. It's really a fun line. There's a lot of great characters coming. I think you guys would really, really enjoy it. So there's a look at both versions of Batman, both versions of Superman in DC Essentials. I also would like to thank DC Direct again for providing these figures for review. Again, I am Anthony Scott of toyhypeusa.com. Please like and share this video. Please follow us on social media channels. Links below on YouTube, or on the upper right hand side of the website. There are small icons under follow us. We would greatly appreciate that. Thank you for watching, and check back for more exciting reviews and reveals, and we're going to be doing a lot on YouTube now. Thank you.